You're not you when you're mourning, hungry, horny, or tired. I see that you are completely calling out everything that's taking your power. You're spotting it and seeing it for what it is and allowing yourself to move on. Shut the front door. The freaking Queen of Swords comes out here as we're talking about you seeing these things. So then we have the Seven of Pentacles here in the reverse. The old you is really hard to ignore right now, but in the best way. There is a clear divide between your old life and your new life, the life that you're currently building, how you currently feel. And you may even, there's like, you get these stirrings or these feelings within, and you recognize that it's not even who you actually are. Lost land, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. You are really moved. You've moved. You have progressed. Trust the timing of your life. Trust the wave that you came in on. Time is not running out. You see how this image here, this person is here, then here, then here. Like, they're on. They're going. Loosening your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. This is what you're recognizing. You're recognizing the old means of coping with life and what kind of grip that it had on you, and now you're getting a grip on it. We have soul fam here. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. This is you growing. What's the word that I'm looking for here? Progressing, releasing, uniting. This is the current season that you're in. Progressing, releasing, to unite. So when those old feels come up from the past version of you, or those old desires from the past version of you come up, don't shame them or feel any sense of remorse or regret. Even if you do feel it, don't wallow in it, is what I should say. Trine, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. Your angels are like, I really need you to see what we're talking about here. Sagittarius, optimism, exploration, and freedom. See how far you've come. Neptune at the bottom of the deck. How much you've transcended, how much you've changed, but also how easy it is to dip back into the old version of you. Flamingos could be relevant. I'm seeing like the flamingo in my mind's eye, and there's two different decks that I have that have flamingos on them, and it talks about being in the in-between. And that's literally where you are. You are between your old life and the new one. In this transition, it's really easy to dip a toe back into who you were while growing into who you are. And this is just something that Spirit wants you to be made aware of. But you are functioning. You're functioning for sure. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. You're seeing it very, very clearly. The King of Pentacles. You've got this shit down pat. You know very well what I'm talking about here. The Death card. You are also releasing things that were taken from you. Again, you recognize what's not giving as it should be. You recognize, oh, what was that over there? Okay. You're also, again, going back to that feeling of like not being shamed or whatever it is. You are using your logical mind at this time to accept, to control, to conspire and inspire. And when I say conspire, that feels like you having to be cunning or having to take on some sort of energy that maybe it's not that it's not you, it's just that you have to be a little bit more clever. You got to be, you know, that one commercial, you got to be quicker than that. There's something that you recognize that you have to take on this energy in order to, is the word secede, overcome, whatever that is. There's something that you have to take on here. A logical response is something that you have to take on. 444 on the timer. Some sort of a foundation that you have to lay. This could even be the things that you have to tell yourself. The foundation of your belief systems. Thank you. Fours. I just talked about 444, and here we have 4. 4 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You're recognizing that you may have to rewrite certain narratives, or this is what you are doing in order to process the between phase and stage. You could be denying certain things of the past and the past version of you. And the way that you may have to deny these things, or what you may have to tell yourself or switch the narrative up, is going to allow you to seamlessly shift into that higher vibration, that new frequency for you. You are absolutely in between. At the center of your reading, we have two layouts here. At the center of both is the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. In the transition, you have to know what you need to let go of, what you need to start doing, what you need to stop doing, etc., in order to shed that old facet, that old skin, that old identity, and to get into the new. You're doing it, and you're doing a damn good job at it, I might add. Ooh, okay. Page of Pentacles comes out with the Seven of Swords. I'm telling you that I should have said it when I was talking about like that cunning or that sneaky or conspiring energy. That's what I'm talking about. This Page of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords. This is exactly what I'm talking about. In order to manifest, you have to be clever. There's something that you're taking on in this transition about cleverness. Okay, Eight of Swords and the Hanged Man with the King of Wands. In order to exercise your power here, in order to remain in your power, Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, you have to tell yourself a certain story or a certain narrative, or you just have to do something. There's something here about you just got to do what you got to do, and you're doing it. So congratulations, collective. Also, that one deck is like, come get me, so let me go get it. If you're wondering what deck I'm talking about, Wisdom of the Oracle. This is one of my favorite Oracle decks, one of the first few that I owned, and I have a lot of decks, and she has remained a top fave. Excuse me. Truth be told, we have the mask here. You're standing on the mask of the old version of you, which means that you're using old versions of yourself to climb up, to get to the truth of the matter, to get to the truth of who you are. Why was this deck calling to us? What do we need to see? To be fair, but I'm not going to take it. But that's more scales energy. And also, Justice is not here, but Baby Justice is here. The Six of Pentacles, I refer to as Baby Justice. And with the Queen of Swords, pairing those two together, justice all the way. Okay. God is amazing. God is amazing. New life. New freaking life. What have we been talking about this whole time? You being in the midst of the transition of your old life into the new one. Bottom of the deck, mending, healing, whatever it takes. You're in the whatever it takes phase, not in a desperate way. We have here and now at the back of the deck. Literally, oh my God, the past, the freaking future. Y'all, I've been sitting here talking about leaving your past over here and your future over here. And this is you right here in the now. And it literally says you are here. Every choice that you're making right now is weaving the fabric of your new life. Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What do you dream of? Orphaned comes out here. Notice how they're both sitting on pedestals here. There's something extremely magnificent happening in this transition. The number 5, you're in a state of 5 right now. 5 can be very tumultuous, can be hard to comprehend or understand. You may feel lonely or left out. But I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time.